A new place to gather.
A new place to call home.
Built on the tradition and history that we all cherish.
Together, we're building a bridge and a stronger foundation for the future.
The Marshall University Foundation Hall, home of the Erickson Alumni Center.
Thanks to the generosity of friends like you, we are celebrating the opening of a brand new facility. We are connecting our Marshall University family.
Dad was very interested in alumni centers as a tool to encourage people to go on to be part of a college community, to be part and become part of an educated community. And he thought that by having a alumni home, this would encourage people to participate and would be more inclined to enjoy college and what have you.
We come from a pretty close-knit family, and heritage has always been very important to us in following the family tree and who we are and where we come from and what we want to be. And I think Marshall is all that. It's just makes you feel like this is part of your home, this is part of your connection.
I think it's a little bit like your relationship with your parents and your children. You cannot really pay back as well as you can pay on, so to speak.
For decades, Marshall University friends and alums have been paying it forward, building on their most treasured Marshall experiences.
Probably some of my best memories at Marshall College during the 50s was being involved in Greek life. And
it wasn't long after they became a university. Just prior to that, it was Marshall College when I arrived.
The fun of coming to Marshall was just overwhelming, in fact. I mean, just so different than high school.
I remember being out in the center and Buskirk Field, having all kinds of events with touch.
My story here was a little different because I was a commuter. So the main thing that I remember is every day I would ride in with the same friends that I had since high school.
The great times that we had going to class, those early morning classes, and the great impact that professors made.
I probably learned as much within the confines of the student government chambers as I did in the classroom, just in working with people, negotiating with people.
Semester here at Marshall, I was seeing a whole lot of changes around campus. The new residence halls, biotech center, and most importantly, the recreation center. That's something that all Marshall students and alumni can enjoy.
Indeed, the years have been kind to Marshall. The physical growth of our campuses, academic strides in research, medicine, and forensics have garnered Marshall University acclaim on the national scene. But it was the retelling of Marshall's darkest days that propelled her internationally in 2006 and sparked renewed appreciation among its alumni.
You've seen the We Are Marshall movie, and it was very inspiring to see the one scene where you look at the window from the board meeting, and there were the kids saying, "We are Marshall." And we took the arches out of that particular scene, and we said, this has to be a part forever. And that's important for us to remember our heritage, but not get too lost in it, be ready to move forward too.
The foundation building is a very handsome building. It certainly architecturally fits very, very well with the university's architecture. And it will have wonderful gathering spaces for the alumni when they come back to the university for their projects and events.
Marshall University's story has been told in different venues around the world.
Wherever my husband Jim and I have lived, we've had contact with Marshall graduates, and there's just something about West Virginia and coming home and the connections that we've had with Marshall people that want us to keep connected wherever we are.
I talk about Marshall all the time. You know, people ask me, well, where did you go to law school? It's like, well, let's talk about Marshall instead. Because I always go back to Marshall because that was such a great experience for me.
I think it's very important for them to stay in contact with the university. The university is probably what has given them their biggest lift in understanding and being prepared for life.
Since its inception in 1947, the Marshall University Foundation has partnered with Marshall's offices of Alumni Relations and Development to meet the challenges of providing quality educational opportunities.
It's a statement to the community that the foundation and the Alumni Association and everybody involved with it is on the move, and Marshall is going somewhere because of the commitment of everybody to make this a reality.
I just think it's going to be one of the most fabulous facilities in this part of the country from what I've seen, and the work that's gone into it. It's first class. It's something we can really be proud of. Kudos to Tim Haymaker for doing a first-class job.
Years of dedication have produced funding for hundreds of projects. Thousands of students have attended Marshall University thanks to the combined efforts of the Foundation, Alumni Relations, the Development Office, and most importantly, you.
If we don't support the university, if we don't raise funds, if we don't put work in the university, we can't move it to the next level and the next level and become a regional and research university. So
I've just been always grateful for how the university influenced my life, and very admirable the forward nature of the university. In my career, my passion is growth companies. And when people say to me, I'm amazed that you still go back to Marshall, I always say, I'm not going back to Marshall, I'm helping Marshall go forward.
Moving forward. It's what all Marshall University alumni want. And all it takes is one alumnus making a call, 100 alumni making a connection, 1,000 alumni making a commitment. We are moving forward.
This is not just a building, it's an engine. It's an engine that will drive us into the future. And without the kind of investment that we're making, without the kind of commitment that we're making, we are going to get left behind. And I refuse to be left behind. And I think most of the people that attended Marshall only want more and better. And we're going to work hard to make this the greatest university in West Virginia.